So I want reactions to the statement. We're gonna start with the women.
Shocker.
When black men make money, they date outside their race. How do you feel about that statement?
I don't like it.
I mean, it's true.
Y'all are breaking up black homes.
I'm not surprised. I mean,
where is black love?
Because the thing is, like, with money comes exposure, right? Like, you're going from maybe your weekends at Bolero to y'all week and
I fuck with Bolero. I fuck with Bolero.
Monaco. So you're seeing
That's my
different
spot.
things. You're seeing
From Bolero to Monaco is crazy.
That's a big jump, bro.
Different types of people. You're not around the same type of people anymore. So then you start to feel like, oh, you have access to these type of women. These type of women think you're cute. You're gonna play on that. You're gonna fake it until you make it. You know what I'm saying?
Is it an access issue though? You think access is the reason? If you believe that statement is true, so one, you believe the statement is true.
I believe the statement is true. 100%.
Two, you believe it's true because of the access.
Yeah. I believe black men, when they have more money, they have more access to certain.
So you believe fundamentally black men prefer women that aren't black?
I think that black men that have this societal idea of success equals a white woman or a foreign woman are more inclined to talk to women that are foreign or white if they have more money.
Mm-hmm.
I just think that's the way it works. A lot of black men date women that are outside their race once they start making more money.
Do you
How many baby mamas are black and then how many of the wives are white?
Do you not look at it from a multivariate standpoint of are there certain character traits that different cultures exude?
That's a good question.
Right? Because a lot of times in black culture, there's a certain set of character traits in black culture that are existent.
Mm-hmm.
And typically when you're dating a black woman, she comes from a culture where she believes that a man is expected to do certain things to provide. If a man can't pay all my bills, he's not worth it. If a man wants to take me on a date, he needs to buy me a dress. He needs to pay for my nails. He needs to pay for my hair. If you want to FaceTime me, pay my phone bill. I've heard that. I've heard all of these things.
Crazy.
I haven't heard that from Asian girls. I never heard that from a girl that was Hispanic. I never heard that from a girl that was from Philippines.
Yeah, it's true.
I never heard that.
I
never heard that.
That's true. It's true.
I never heard it.
I can vouch.
When I talk to black girls, a lot of times it comes down to, if you want to take me on a date, buy me the Uber, pay for my nails, my hair, my dress, pay for my time. It becomes prostitution, honestly, at a certain point, because it's just are we dating because we actually want to date?
Foreign people and white people, they will also have you messed up. I mean, look at Jonathan Majors.
Yep.
What?
That's a small percentage of niggas, though.
There are many, many, many horror stories of white women having black men messed up.
So let me tell you something. From a lot of the black men that I've actually had conversations with,
who have dated outside the race?
Outside their race a lot, because I have a lot of engineering friends that make some good money.
There you go.
And when I ask them, a lot of times it's just about how they're treated. For some reason, when they're dating African American women, there's a lot more argumentative. There's a lot more aggression, disagreeable. Right.
But we have to be that way. I'm sorry. I don't mean we have to be that way. But I'm saying those behaviors are rooted from our history.
Systemic. They're systemic.
Yeah, it's
right?
systemic. It's epigenetics. They're rooted.
That's tough.
What do you mean?
The epigenetics part is. I don't believe
that.
I can agree with.
I don't believe epigenetics.
I don't believe epigenetics.
There's nothing epigenetic.
But fighting is a genetic thing.
Watch this.
It's not just
the time. Watch this. This is why it's not epigenetic. This is why it's not epigenetic. When were black men and black women married the most? When was the marital rate in the black society the highest?
The slavery.
Right after slavery?
No, during.
We couldn't get married.
We were more closer during
civil rights.
During the hardest times.
The marital rate was the highest. That's it. So
hard
it's not
times.
Epigenetic. It's not. There's nothing in your chromosomes that makes you be combative.
No. But that's the act of getting marriage. Epigenetics is behavioral. It's what my ancestors went through, had a fundamental change in the genetic structure and affects the way that I behave now. So it's not that they were getting married more back then, and so now I'm going to get married more. That's not how that works.
All right, with that statement, then you will believe the superiority complex of white people, and you will be more attracted to white niggas in that. I'm saying the same way African men are attracted to white women, in that same complex of like, I believe that white women are more superior.
No, I wasn't saying they were
them.
superior. You were saying the reason that they go for foreign or white women is because they treat you like more, soft, feminine, whatever. I was saying black women, we have it kind of like ingrained of us to be fighters, to be survivors, which is why we kind of like are seen as that more aggressive, more like angry black woman, like kind of persona that we
get. They just want to play men. They want to play men.
You want to play Superman. Here's what happened. Back in the 1960s.
Go ahead, bring dates.
When feminism changed from the first and second waves to the third wave of feminism, the current wave, what happened was white women started with feminism to get voting rights. Once they got voting rights, they wanted a little bit more power. They needed black women on their side to get that power. They convinced black women that black men were a part of the patriarchy, and that they were against you. So they got black women on their side and basically said black men are just as bad as white men. Black men are not a part of the patriarchy. Black men do not really hold power in America. Tyrone, when he goes and he picks up trash, he doesn't pick up trash every morning to go oppress his girl at home. That's not what he does because he's not an oppressor. Because black men don't have the power to oppress. And so what happens is when we're in the new wave of feminism, you've been taught to believe that black men are oppressing you and that you have to be a strong, independent black woman and fight against black men, your counterpart, as opposed to just cooperating with each other and growing and building a family. And the idea is like, yo, if a black man can't pay my bills, he's not good for nothing else. Okay, so men aren't good for anything else other than paying for bills. A man is a wallet. That's a problem. And that's where we're at right now, where 68% of men have willingly left the dating scene. Because it's like, what am I getting? What is the point of me being out here if I'm not getting a woman that can cooperate with me? When Jorge goes to Home Depot and he can sit in Home Depot and go out and be a contractor for 15, 16 hours and come home to Maria and get treated like a king. He could get treated like a king when he work at Home Depot as a contractor, but a black man, Tyrone, can't be treated the same way. What's the reason? It's not because of anything other than culture. The culture is telling you what to do. Meg Thee Stallion, when she go and twerk every day on Instagram and she shake her ass and she say, yo, this what you supposed to be, but mad niggas ran through it. Moneybag, yo, Tory, mad niggas ran through that. That's not a win to me.
Come on.
That's not a win. So it's a culture thing. It's not a race thing. And this is the problem with the statement is when black men make money, they did outside their race. It's not about race, it's about culture. It's about what is the culture telling you that you're a part of. And a lot of times black culture tells you, be an independent black woman. You don't need a man. Make your own money, girl. Fuck men. There's nothing they can do for you. Get a sperm donor. That's not really how we should live.
It's so true. You said that to the point where I was like, I see so many Spanish brothers at Home Depot 4 a.m.
Yeah. No way, that's not getting flagged.
With a lunch pail, and you wonder to yourself, who made that nigga lunch?
Maria.
Who made it? But then it's like, but Maria was cool with him waking up at 4 a.m. and walking to Home Depot. Facts. And I said the same thing with black people, like where my homegirl I was talking to who was 23 said, the niggas in college with me were broke. I don't want to talk to them.
Right.
Like, you broke too, bitch. Like, you're not special. But that's the black culture.
Too, bitch.
The black culture said, like, yo, if you talking to a nigga who's not making buku bread to splurge on you, you are fucked up.
If I'm a woman and me and my man make the same money, he broke.
He broke. If he making what you making, he's broke, and you are a gump bitch for talking to him.
They never say a girl that works at McDonald's. When a girl work at McDonald's, she a strong, independent black woman. When a man work at McDonald's, he a broke ass nigga.
Come on.
She's trying to find her way.
He ain't. He's a man. He's supposed to know.
That nigga brokey.
But that's why the male suicide rate.
What they gonna tell you.
That's why the male suicide rate is high.
I want to hear from y'all. What's going on?
It's 10:34.
I don't care. I'll pay for it. My thing is, I don't want to offend anybody, but the problem that both genders are experiencing is that men aren't masculine anymore.
Come on.
And so y'all aren't getting men that are masculine because of what society is telling men to stand down. No disrespect to J. Cole, but come on.
Whoa.
That's my brother. So I love J. Cole, but I ain't gonna hold it. J. Cole.
Hold on.
I'm not
saying nothing.
What is going on? on him don't got nothing to do with relationships.
Hold on.
I'm not saying that.
Hold
J.
on.
Cole's
This is a
I don't support this podcast.
a reflection of society.
Come on, run your mouth.
The reason that y'all aren't getting the men that y'all want are because society is telling men to stand down and not be masculine. Back in the day, men could prove their masculinity by going to war. And what J. Cole did is he didn't go to war. He didn't want to go to war. And what you're seeing is when men choose to stand down, you're not getting what a man really is. And I'm gonna step off that. But y'all want men that are masculine. Y'all want men that are leaders. I want to make men that are leaders. But also, a lot of times when men do become leaders, there's nothing really on the other side that you get from that. So what Kevin Samuels did is what Kevin Samuels started with the men. He told them, tighten the fuck up. Mm-hmm. Go get your money up. Go get your physical fitness right. Go and become a man. And the men were coming back and saying, yo, I did all this, but the women still don't want me. And this is where we are right now in society, is where 68% of men have willingly left the dating scene because they have made themselves into something. And the women don't want them. And so we got to have a conversation about it.
So, I mean, to add to your point, how do we conclude? What's the message we want to send out to young men and young women about today's relationship situation, right? We want to promote you guys to say, we want to give you hope. We still doing it. We not single, but it's hard fucking work. And the thing is that there's a mindset shift that has to happen on both sides, where it's not relationships aren't selfish. It's not just for. Because a lot of things that we hear growing up, happy wife, happy life. No, I don't believe that. And I don't want to say that's a wrong sentiment, but I believe.
I'll say it.
It's fine. I believe happy we, happy me, happy we, right? You know what I mean? Because we're all individually in control of our own happiness, right? And we got to bring that to the table. But at the end of the day, it's like, listen, don't be in situations where your needs aren't met and you're just dealing with it just to pass time. I think that's what happens to most people. Like, I'm in a relationship. I don't want to break up with her. We get comfortable. But it's like, I don't want to break up with her. She don't want to break up with me. But we've been dating for 2-3 years. You know what I mean? What do you do?
Right.
Right? But the question, like Diamond said, if you're not getting what you want, get out of there, right? Because at the end of the day, it's like you can only.
Don't leave.
But that's another problem. It's like, damn, what do you do?
But if we're gonna turn that into like a life advice line, I wouldn't say if I'm not getting what I want. If the relationship is not serving you, then you should leave. Yeah. If it is not bettering you in any way, and I approach friendships, relationships, jobs. If something is no longer serving you, then you should remove yourself from like the situation.
So let me ask you a question. Healthy. What's the difference between getting served in a relationship and you getting what you want, right? Like,
you should be getting something substantial out of it in terms of that it's like making your life or you like better. Like, if you're spending every day arguing about getting your dick sucked and like she's not cooking and she's not doing anything for you, and then you're spending your money and y'all are arguing and like it's just then it's like you just leave. Like, just go leave.
But I mean, that y'all make it sound so easy, but we know it's not that easy. I didn't say
it was easy, but I'm saying it's what you should do.
Because like, yo, we've been dating. You've been dating Armani. I've been dating my girl. We've been dating a year, 2-3 years, and now you feel like your needs are.
To leave, though?
No, it's not scared to leave. You didn't make an investment.
It's when a man.
You didn't invest in your life, your time, your energy, your spirit.
A year, 2 years is not an investment.
Wait.
But that's not to you. This is the thing. The term is a man's word is his bond. So when I say you my girl, we in it. It's not just you my girl and on Tuesday if you don't suck my dick, I'm out. It's you're my girl. We're in it.
But if I'm your girl and we're in it and you that's your word, then why are you cheating?
But no. You're still my girl. I'm gonna just get something on the side.
So the whole point is, me and you been dating 1 year, 2 years. We made an investment, not just with our time, with financially and emotionally, right? So at the end of the day, like, do you just up and throw it away? It's hard to just up and throw it away, right? So it's like, what do? You fight, and the fight looks different from different people, but. It's like you're fighting for the fact that, like, I didn't invest in so much effort into this. I do want it to work out, right? And then it's like, all right, what do you do in that situation?
So I want to get closing thoughts from the girls. I know you gotta go, so closing thoughts.
Ma'am, can you back your head up into the microphone?
No. I heard her.
Okay, because I've been trying to direct her.
She's good. No, you good. I heard her.
I'm good. I'm just really really,
Closing thoughts.
emotionally invested in this conversation.
This is good. This is good though.
This is really directly related to what I'm going through right now.
I loved it.
That's
and
great.
you guys gave me the clarity that I really needed to hear.
Come on.
Because niggas ain't gonna leave. Okay?
Whew.
I think that relationships become very hard. I feel like, women have put men, raise the bar and the standards way high. So, now y'all feel like y'all gotta do X, Y, and Z. Y'all would rather leave than to even date, which is sad because, then what are we gonna do?
Right.
But, I do think that, there's beauty in waiting. I think there's beauty in, patience. And I feel like I'm one of those people where it's I would never settle just to settle. And I think that, a relationship that, is for you is going to be one that you're, it's going to come when it needs to come. And you shouldn't rush it. You shouldn't feel the pressure of society. You know what I mean? I just feel like it's going to happen when it's going to happen.
What's the question?
Closing thoughts.
Closing thoughts.
You heard a lot today, hopefully. Closing thoughts.
My takeaway point is that I suppose I should suck my man's dick in the middle of the road. I think that's the most important thing I took away from the today's
For 2
conversation.
hours. That's what you need.
Yeah. No.
Hey, at least you're in the right direction.
I think I mean a lot of things were said. I do think an important takeaway is that both sides need to make it work. I will say, no offense to my girlies, but I do feel like a lot of girls just don't really believe in caring as much as they should in a relationship. And at the beginning, I will say that I do kind of feel that way. But I feel like, and this isn't really something that was said, but I do feel like the conversation kind of skewed this way in terms of it almost sounds like women have more work to do than the men do in this society. I don't know if I necessarily agree with that. But the statistics are, if I have to take anything away from this conversation, the statistics are scary. And it is sad and cold out there, it seems, and something needs to be done. But we can't all be acting like we're not the problem.
Yeah, that's fair.
I like that.
That's it. This is what they won't tell you. We out. Peace.